just going to let it go live for a moment. There we go. We're building our audience. Good morning, Facebook fans. We're excited to be hosting our first ever Facebook Live chat with creator of Visha Skincare, Dr. Pravisha Patel. Dr. Patel is a board-certified dermatologist, Mohs and cosmetic surgeon, University of Tennessee College of Dermatology professor, and the owner of Advanced Dermatology Skincare Associates in Memphis, Tennessee, and Olive Branch, Mississippi. And we're excited that we're going to talk about staying up late and still look great. So we're going to have Dr. Patel share with us some secrets. Dr. Patel?
Thanks for having me. So we're really lucky to be going into our Christmas season here, and we're getting a lot of questions about how can I go to my Christmas parties and how can I keep going, staying out and still look really fresh in the morning. And we were going to talk a little bit about, today we're going to talk a little bit about our Advanced Eye Booster. This eye cream, or it's also a booster, was developed specifically for those concerns. Essentially, this eye booster has caffeine and hyaluronic acid as the main active ingredients, as well as some antioxidants and plant extracts that help diminish the lines and the wrinkles and the puffiness around the eyes, especially when applied twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. This is called a booster because it doesn't just work under the eyes, it works around the lips as well. And our studies using a Vizia camera, which is a special camera that measures wrinkles before and after and lines and pore size before and after, has shown that we get a 20% reduction in the wrinkles and puffiness and lines around the eyes in less than 6 minutes. So that's kind of an exciting finding. Of course, people who use it for longer periods of time get better results. So like I said before, it's not just a booster, it's also used for the lines around the mouth. Oh, those little vertical lines or horizontal lines that happen in the pout area that cause a lot of ladies' lipstick to bleed. It's called a booster and not an eye cream because it's meant to be used with the serums of Visha Skincare. The Advanced Correcting Serum in particular and the Mommy Brightener Serum also are used as serums twice a day, once in the morning and once at night, to be used right after washing the face. The Advanced Correcting Serum has retinol, vitamin C, vitamin E, ferulic acid, and Illuminotics. And Illuminotics is really exciting because it's a non-hydroquinone skin lightener. So we're able to see the lightening effects of a 4% prescription strength hydroquinone in 12 weeks using these serums twice a day. The Mommy Brightener is named such because it does not have the retinol in it. It has more azelaic acid, and it's to be used in nursing, pregnancy, rosacea, and sensitive skin. So those that have a sensitivity to retinol or need a little bit of help with their rosacea or breakouts can also benefit from the lightening effects of these serums when used twice a day. The booster allows you, these eye boosters and mouth boosters allow you to use your lightening agents all the way up to your lower lash line. And that's really important because some people get darkness or dark circles or darkness of the skin underneath their eyes as well. And so the serums can be used all the way up with using the boosters on top. So that way you're getting the lessening of the wrinkles and the lightening of the darkness of the skin.
So we have Alexis here. Hi, Alexis.
Hi.
And I'm Valerie and Emily. So we're going to put some Bright Eye Booster on both Alexis and myself so we can see what the difference is going to look like. And then we're going to talk about some myth busters in between.
So a little trick when putting on eye creams or eye products, it's important to know not to rub the eyelid area. We actually just kind of pat the eye product on, and I got a little bit on your eyelash there, I'm sorry.
And this works for both any kind of skin tone, correct?
All skin types. All these products work on all skin types and on all sexes.
So if I'm up late tonight after a Christmas party and I have another Christmas party to go to tomorrow,
Yes.
This is a trick for me?
Absolutely, because of the immediate results or immediate effects of the caffeine, we'll start to see results in about 6 minutes.
So what happens if I can't have caffeine?
Oh, that's when you would use the Mommy Eye Booster, because that does not contain the caffeine, but it still has those agents that help tighten the skin. It's just not as fast.
Gotcha. Okay. So I've also heard that cucumbers, if I don't have some Bright Eye Booster in my purse, can I, and I'm having a salad for lunch, can I put cucumbers on my eyes?
I think the cooling effect of the cucumbers and the hydrating effect, because they're mostly made out of water, is what helps relieve some of the puffiness. But definitely cool compresses and cucumbers, and even sometimes cool tea bags can help under the eyes. And the reason for that is the caffeine with the tea bags.
So I heard you just went to Africa.
Yes.
What was the climate like in Africa, and did it affect your skin?
It did. It was extremely hot. And so one important thing to remember in all skincare is that it's so important to use an SPF on a daily basis, an SPF of greater than 30. And so for me in particular, I wanted to continue using my serums for the lightening agents and the even complexion, but I had to make sure I was using an SPF of 30, and I have to make sure that I don't break out because I'm sweating, it's hot, dusty roads in Uganda. So it was important for me to wash my face diligently twice a day, as well as use the SPF and my serums. And so that's when it was important for me, and I actually took my cleanser, my Advanced Purifying Cleanser with me. This has got lactic acid, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, tea tree oil, and zinc pyrithione. So it actually combats any of the fungal elements or bacterial elements that might have been in the air, but help me from breaking out.
I have a question here from a live Facebook fan that says, I'm in my early 20s and I'm looking for a good skincare routine. What should you recommend for someone in my early 20s?
I think it's so important that you start your routine now. So frequently we get out of our teenage years and we're used to using over-the-counter acne medicines, and now we realize in our early 20s that we want to take care of our skin and we want to keep our youthful complexion. So we're going to start doing preventative measures. Most importantly would be your SPF of 30 on a daily basis. You can put that in your daily moisturizer. So a daily moisturizer, for example, could be anything over the counter that is a daily moisturizer with an SPF of 30. Some brands would be Neutrogena, Oil of Olay, and also Aveeno has a Positively Radiant. I personally use a brand called TIZO, which is crushed titanium oxide, and that is what I use on a daily basis with my makeup, because a lot of SPFs can be incorporated into BB creams and CC creams now as well. That would be the number one thing. Number two would be to start using a serum at night. It does not have to be prescription strength Retin-A or prescription strength retinols or any of these really expensive products that you can get at doctor's offices and over the counter. You want to start using vitamin C, vitamin E, ferulic acid, and some alpha hydroxy acids now. It's important because it'll help with breakouts. It helps exfoliate the skin, and you're tricking your collagen into thinking that it's wounded. So you're going to boost the collagen over time and keep that thick collagen that you have. And this is where the Advanced Correcting Serum and the Mommy Boosters would come in useful and absolutely perfect for your age group.
Gotcha. So can I wear Bright Eye Booster over makeup?
You can. It works better under makeup. It's best used on clean, dry skin, but I have had a lot of ladies who keep it in their purse and kind of apply it throughout the day.
So if I'm pregnant, can I use your skincare line?
You can. You would use the Mommy Skincare line or the Orange line. That was specifically designed for pregnancy, nursing, and sensitive skin.
I got you then. So how's it looking, Alexis?
It feels really good. It feels really nice. It's dried easily, so I know it'll go great under my makeup at least. Like, it feels great. It's
A little tingly?
I can't tell how it looks, but
Let's see if we can zoom in and look, or just come closer to the camera. Let's look at your eyes here.
let's see. I'll swing my chair.
Let's see if we can really tell the difference there.
It's hard to tell because she's so pretty.
She is gorgeous, that's true.
And I have on no makeup at all. And I do have an issue with dark circles, so I'm a little
So what product do you have that helps lighten skin?
That would be the correcting serums. The Illuminatics, or one of the active ingredients in the Mommy Brightener and the Advanced Correcting Serum, is the lightening agent, and that would be the one compared to what we call the prescription agent hydroquinone. Hydroquinone is considered very dangerous and is not recommended on skin use anymore. So we are now looking for alternative agents, and we were lucky enough to have found Illuminatics. You would be able to use the Illuminatics all the way up to your lash line, especially if you use it with the Bright Eye boosters.
So are there any home remedies that I don't have my Bright Eye booster with me? I can't get to the store to buy the Visha skincare. Is there some trick of the trade that's baking soda or cucumbers or something that I can mix together to do it as a quick fix?
Yeah, so baking soda is actually really helpful as an exfoliant. So we can create a nice exfoliating scrub with some sugar and some baking soda, and that's very helpful. Astringents can be made out of lemons, and lemons have vitamin C, which are also a natural lightening agent and antioxidant. But also, if you're going to just specifically be talking about around under eye circles and around the eyes, people will use common things. I mean, we can a lot of times look up over-the-counter products. One would be tea bags, cool tea bags that have been steeped, also release caffeine. So if you wring out all of the tea and place them on your eyes, that helps a little bit with under eye circles. And some people use hemorrhoid cream or preparation H. So some people have the blueness or large veins underneath their eyes that are kind of transparent. You want to make sure that you don't use this regularly because it's got hydrocortisone in it, which is a steroid, and steroids used on the skin over a long period of time can cause skin thinning and lightening. But that's a little movie star trick I would say that some people use to help. Definitely safer than that would be these advanced eye boosters.
Can we have another question from our live Facebook fans? What would you recommend for sunspots? I have them on my face and my hands.
Yes. So sunspots happen over time. The pigment-producing cells in our skin called melanin are unevenly distributed. Sometimes they're genetic, so over time they pop up and they might be clear, and then they can get darker with sun exposure, and then some of them can get kind of rough and warty and even peel on our bodies. These are called seborrheic keratoses. Some sunspots are called solar lentigo as well. The best thing you can do is to prevent them, and that would be use the SPF of greater than 30 on a daily basis. The next best thing would be to lighten them. So first we start with products that you can use on a daily basis at home. The Advanced Correcting Serum in Mommy Brightener would be something that you would use twice a day, once in the morning and once at night, to get the results you needed to lighten those spots in about 12 weeks. If we want faster results or we want to be a little bit more proactive, we can think about chemical peels. That's when the top layer of the skin is peeled off, revealing the lighter skin or the less melanocytes on top. And there are also laser procedures that target these melanocytes or pigment-producing cells directly. Right after a laser procedure, you might notice that these spots get a little darker and then start to flake off. And there's CO2 lasers or Fraxel procedures that can poke little holes in the skin and help the skin exfoliate and peel these brown spots off. No matter what happens, though, we must realize that the sun will make them darker and make them come back. So we need something at home, such as the Advanced Correcting Serum and the Mommy Brightener for the Visha skincare products, to use on a daily basis. But we also need to use that SPF of greater than 30 as well, every day as part of our daily moisturizer.
So I have another question here, and this is from a gentleman. He said, can men use the Bright Eye Booster? And also, how long does it work? And do I need to reapply it throughout the day?
That's a good question. Absolutely. So all products can be used. We have a lot of gentlemen that like to use the Visha skincare products because they're easy to use. It's one product twice a day as far as the lightening agent's concerned, and that makes things very convenient. The cleanser is often used as a shave gel for men because they don't get the shave bumps or the breakouts, and then the lightening agent helps lighten that with the serum or the dark spots people get with shaving. And specifically, the eye booster is used twice a day, so that's super easy for people to use, especially gentlemen who don't like using long skincare regimens twice a day. I have a lot of men that use it once a day. They just put it on in the morning and they let it last throughout the day, and then they just use it every morning. It's recommended to use twice a day because of those anti-aging effects that we have that can persist, so it's nice to use it at nighttime as well. But we still get great results in men, and the results do last.
It's wintertime now, so the weather's kind of cold. Would you have a different regimen for hot weather versus cold weather, drying out your skin or making it more oily?
I definitely personally have a different regimen, and also as time progresses, different generations of skin and different sexes and even different ethnicities have different regimens. I would say classically in the cold weather, our skin loses its ability to have a barrier or a skin barrier. We tend to take hot showers or warm baths, and the water evaporates off the skin very, very easily, leaving the epidermis or the skin susceptible to dryness and cracking. So it might be that we would use a thicker moisturizer or something on our bodies or areas that are exposed to the cold in the winter months. For example, we have a product called the
B2B.
Bump to Baby, which we don't have here, but the Bump to Baby is a product that was made specifically for women while they're pregnant to put on their bellies to prevent stretch marks. And then when babies are born, you can use it on babies to prevent eczema. So it is an eczema cream. It's something that we use to prevent eczema and repair those little cracks in dry skin and chapped skin as the winter gets cold and people get these dry, itchy, scaly spots. For faces, I would recommend that women and men alike use a little bit more moisture on their skin, especially if they're in drier climates and less humid climates, because they'll notice that they'll get some fissuring and cracking of their lips and the corners of their eyes. So it might be important to put on a little bit of a moisturizer. We have just developed a rejuvenating moisturizer for use in the winter months as well for the Visha skincare line.
Okay, so I also heard that you have a product that might help diminish the look of cellulite. That's something that's important for a lot of us girls out there, especially when we're wearing short skirts.
I know. So the story is really interesting behind our Sugar Shrink body scrub. We originally made it for our Medi-Spa, where it's a caffeine and sugar scrub that we used as part of our cellulite wraps. So we would put it on our clients and patients and wrap their thighs in saran wrap, and we were getting a decreased appearance of the cellulite or dimpling that people get on their upper thighs. And essentially what happened was it was working so well that we had people and clients and patients come back and they wanted our scrub from our back bar, so we decided to put it in containers so they can take it home with them. It's a lovely formula. The active ingredients are sugar, caffeine, tea tree oil, and yeah, that's pretty much it, and a little bit of it's got some antioxidants, and it's also got some
It's got real sugar in it?
It's got real sugar, so it is edible, which is interesting, of course. But sugar is a nice alternative to a salt scrub as well. It's very elegant. It wipes off very well. It's really good for keratosis pilaris, or the bumps on the tops of the arms, and really helps smooth the skin. But it's very cool what it does with the cellulite.
Gotcha. So tell me, where can I find Visha skincare products?
So Visha skincare products are available online at www.vishaskincare.com, and they're also available on Amazon.com.
And also your two clinics.
Yes, so we have 2 offices here in Memphis, Tennessee, and we do sell our products here in our offices.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for attending and encouraging everyone to follow us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And it's Fresh Friday.
Fresh Face
Friday.
Wow.
With Dr. Patel. So we're excited.
Thanks for having me, guys, and I hope this was helpful, and maybe we can talk about something else next time.